So I'm back with yet another RFK video. I promise, I pray this is the last one. I keep getting interesting comments that are bringing up new things, and I keep needing to further dive into this topic because it's super interesting. So one of the things someone said was that they didn't notice a difference between before and after, and I actually didn't put that in the video. So today we're going to be looking at what he sounded like before he got spasmodic dysphonia, what he sounded like before he got his miracle procedure, like what I talked about in my last video, and then we're going to talk about what he sounds like after the procedure. And I hope this will be my very last video talking about this man. So let's dive into the video. What's up, guys? My name is Destiny. I'm a licensed speech language pathologist, which is also known as an SLP. I take videos on the internet and analyze them and give my perspective as an SLP as to what's going on in the video. If you're jumping in the middle, go back to my previous video so that you can have a better understanding of what we're exactly talking about. The first video that I found is from an interview when he was about 25 years old. It was the earliest that I could find, and his voice is definitely normal in this clip. So let's take a look at what he sounded like before.
That's right. During the 60s, he integrated every major institution in Alabama. Because of the political structure down there, and really a politics that really involved George Wallace politics, that really involved a stance of defiance. He was really forced to go in.
So here you could really notice it sounds very typical. There's nothing that stands out about his voice. It seems pretty natural. He's definitely young here, so we're not going to expect his voice as an older man, like the age that he is now, to sound like that. But this is a good baseline for what he was sounding like before. So in this next video, it's much later. He's definitely in the height of this disorder. It's really hard to listen to, so let's take a look at this video.
Yeah, it was, the Supreme Court decision, people should understand this, was effectively an exoneration of Michael because the court overturned it because it was a credible witness. There's actually 5 eyewitnesses that put him 11 miles away at the time the murder was committed, so he could not have committed the crime.
Before we go on, if you're new here, definitely subscribe. It helps my channel out and I appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. So here I could definitely see that he's really struggling. You can almost see the vocal cords slamming shut. He has a lot of tension in his throat here. It seems strained. He looks visibly fatigued when he's talking. You can hear the tightness in his voice. It's kind of choppy. It's not coming out clearly at all. It really is a good representative of what the definition of spasmodic dysphonia is, specifically his type, which is adductor. Go back and look at my last 2 videos because I talk about it there, but his type revolves around the vocal cords slamming shut on each other, and it absolutely sounds like that here. So he's really struggling here. Here's the last clip that I actually featured in my last video. So he's talking about his voice after the procedure that he got in Japan. And now that I've seen the clip, the middle clip where he was at the height of his disorder, I can really see a difference. So let's take a look at this video.
The surgery is really easy. A lot of people who do the surgery get an instantaneous benefit. In fact, while you're doing the surgery, you're awake, and they try the bridge out in different positions on your throat, and you can listen to your own voice. And a lot of people just get an instantaneous benefit. That did not happen to me.
Well, I absolutely agree with him. There is a marked change. I know it doesn't sound as clear as what he sounded like before he ever had the diagnosis, but it is a lot clearer. It's starting to resemble some of the natural voice that he had before. It's definitely still strained. It has a changing kind of melody as he's speaking, but it is definitely more reliable than what we heard in this middle clip. I'm glad that we did this because I feel better. I feel like I have a better representation of the before, the in the middle, and then after the procedure. I would say that it definitely worked. Can I call it a miracle? Not necessarily, but for him, I think it is sort of a miracle cure, especially considering what he was dealing with before he got that procedure. But I feel like that procedure definitely helped, and I'm happy for him. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. As always, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future ones, and I'll see you in the next one.